21st. No, 3. Welcome back, and it's a big welcome back for me too. It is Tuesday, August 20th. I'm back from Washington State. We had a great week, had a great time on the property up there, and back and ready to get to work. So what I'm going to start off the day with is getting these bolsters attached on Michael's knives. He basically asked for something a little funky up here, so I'm trying to come up with something that's kind of funky and still really cool. So I'll be getting those to shape, getting those peened on, and then hopefully getting the handle glued up today as well. That means tomorrow or the day after I'll be able to start the wooden sayas for those two, which I'll be super stoked about. Once I get these to a nice stopping spot, I'll be working on the vaudeville knives. I've got a bunch of admin stuff to do. Beyond that, my day will be pretty full. And so that's what I got going on for today. Good morning. It is Wednesday, August 21st. So I got the bolsters all cleaned up, so these bits are perpendicular, the front's all nice and shiny, and what I did is I basically did a hard chamfer down. The plan for these, at least for the big one, for the chef's knife, is Michael is going to have a jeweler inset some rubies in here, so I wanted to give him a nice flat spot that he could drill into and set the ruby, as well as a nice ramp down. So I did that before attaching it because it took off a lot of material and I don't want the peening to be ground out. So first thing I'll do today is I will get these two peened on and then hopefully get the handles on. Yesterday was awesome. I got all this work done on this knife, or these two knives, and Daniel and I had a lot of catching up to do, obviously, because I was gone for a week. So hopefully I can get a little bit more caught up today, get these bolsters on, get the handles on and glued up, and then I'll be working on vaudeville. So that's the plan for today. Good morning. It is Thursday, August 22nd. So what I've got going on for today is I got the bolsters on these two yesterday. Took a lot longer than I expected to. A lot of peening, and peening on an angle takes a lot more time and a little bit more intricate. We also had a ton of sharpening, which was awesome, and a straight razor that I had to sharpen, and then I actually had to sharpen twice because it was a little bit worse off than I expected. So I didn't get the handles on those, so I want to get the handles on today. And then also one of the things I picked up is this knife was pretty close to hand sanding yesterday, so I polished it up a little bit and then hand sanded it. So I will be making this bit into a knife transporter. I'll fold it over and then put an edge on this guy, and that one will be in stock and ready for sale later today. Get a handle on these two guys, and then I'll also start the saya for those. We got some magnets in the mail right now, so get the bulk of the work done on the sayas for them. You get the magnet placing right on them, and then kind of leave those until the magnets come in, and see what else I can pick up. I still need to have time to work on all the vaudeville knives, so hopefully I can get all of that done and then spend a couple good hours on vaudeville knives, and hopefully get those at least up to polishing, if not polished and ready for bolster work tomorrow. All right, have a good one. Good morning. It is Friday, August 23rd. So yesterday was a good day. I got handles onto Michael's both chef's knife and the paring knife. Super stoked. Also got his sayas cut out, so this is going to be matching saya to the front. It looks super cool. We do magnetic sayas now, so I will carve in with we have a trim router. We'll carve in the depth of the blade, and then on the other side we'll carve in where the magnets go. So this will literally sit in here nice and pretty like that without any edge damage, because the magnets will hold it off the edge. So this is a knife for stock that we've talked about taking one of the higher end chef's knives that we do and make a nice wooden saya for it. So that'll be the first one in stock that has a magnetic wooden saya for it. Typically we do these little nice knife transporters. We'll clean these up. So I got 3 of these made for stock yesterday as I was doing the sayas. These are kind of a hurry up and wait game. You pop them in the oven. They got to heat up, then you pop them in the mold, and then they got to cool down. And so it's easy to get other stuff done while you're doing them. So I'll get these cleaned up today. I'll get some more work done on Michael's saya, and the most important thing, I will get some work done on vaudeville, which I've been saying for 3 days and haven't had time. So I'll get some good work done on vaudeville, hopefully get them up to polish so I can start working on their bolsters more in depth tomorrow, because I got the bolsters cut before I left, so I can get them drilled and peened hopefully tomorrow. All right, have a great day. Good morning. It is Saturday, August 24th. So today's probably going to be a really big day. We know a bunch of customers are coming in for sharpening and a couple for custom design, ordering new knives and such. So I don't have too much on the docket for today because I don't want to overschedule and then feel like I didn't get enough done. So big things for today are getting Michael's handles at least to the state where they're primarily shaped. You can see they're now glued up, looking good for the state they're in. So next thing is to grind the pins down, get them primary shaped, and maybe get them up to 120 grit or so. The other big thing is this is the saya for the big one. So literally the hunk of wood came out right there, right? So the idea is to make these sayas into a continuous kind of piece of wood that will be the knife will be held in magnetically, the way we do. And so I will put it on there, trace it out, and then mill it out with a router. Inset some magnets that are those slots are also milled in. And if I can get those two knives shaped and get a bulk of the work done on both their sayas, that'd be excellent. Obviously, if I have any extra time, I've got a ton of projects I could pick up and go with from there. But like I said, I'm not planning on having that much extra time today because it's gonna be busy and we're extremely stoked about it. So that's what I've got for the end of this week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Hey guys, it's Tuesday and I'm back. I've been gone for about a week, actually 2 weeks. I was gone a week ago and I was here last week, and it was just kind of a slow week. We had a lot of customers come through, and we were just slow in some aspects, busy in others. But I'm back today, and I'm going to show you a project I was working on last week that I'm trying to finish up this week, get back on track for my customs. This one is going to be in stock soon. As soon as I complete it, get the handle hand sanded and finished and the leather sheath done for it. So you guys saw this a couple weeks ago. It's a redesign of a customer knife that came in. I wasn't too happy with the first version of it, so I basically just reshaped it and turned it into this hidden tang knife. For the back handle here, I've got some mesquite that we had lying around. This is a D2 bolster that I milled out. It fit up pretty well. It's got some cleaning to do. The blade is pretty much all done. It just needs a final buffing. I need to clean up some solder up front. Like I said, I'm finishing up the hand sanding down here. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a pretty cool knife. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done anything like this before, and I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like this in the future. I kind of rather like this design a lot. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with an update. Hopefully I'll have it done for you. Now we can see what the finished product looks like. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, it's Thursday and I'm here at Serenity. I've got another custom I'm working on. It's one of our standard hunting knives that we do. They're a pretty versatile design that we can dress up or dress down depending on our customers' needs and wants. This one is going to be pretty straightforward, fairly simple. It's a polished blade with some hybrid wood handle. Hybrid wood is basically like offcuts of wood mixed with resin to create a cool new handle material, and they're kind of cool to use. I haven't used any yet. Daniel's, he's all about hybrid wood, and you know, that's his thing. I tend to stick to more bones. I like bones for some reason. It's just one of the things I do. But here I'll show you guys a little bit of what it's going to look like. So I've got the blade here all polished and ready to go for handling. The handles here, they're kind of dark. They're dark purple and they're pretty hard to see in this light. Even with the light, they're a little bit hard to see. Yeah, you can see my little setup here in the background. But yeah, these are going to go on this knife, and I should be able to do that pretty shortly. I'll have another video for you guys Saturday of this knife done. The sheath is going to be kind of cool too. It's going to have a little bit of artwork on it, and I'll get started on that sometime next week, which I'll be able to show you then. Until then, I will see you guys Saturday. Hey guys, it's Steven here, and it's Saturday. It's been a busy day today, and it's going to continue to be a busy day after this video. So I've gotten a little bit in over my head here. I've started 10 sheaths today, as well as try to finish up a huge box of knives I have. One of the problems that we have around here is that I like to make knives, which doesn't sound like a problem, but it's a big problem because I like to start and put handles on knives instead of finishing them. And it'll be months and months and months before I end up finishing a knife, because I tend to just start and handle new knives constantly. It's the funnest part of knife making, and it's what I like to do the most. Finishing knives is just kind of a chore. But as the year is winding down, as Christmas is getting closer, I'm trying to put as much as I have into stock before the holidays hit and we run out. Usually every year we consistently sell out of almost every knife we have in stock, so I'm trying to put some more back in there before Christmas hits, especially before it starts ramping up around late October. Thanksgiving is when we start getting our flood of people, and it usually lasts up until the day before Christmas sometimes. So I'm just going to show you what all I'm working on right now. It's quite literally like 10 or 12 knives, maybe even more. I've got everything from some hunters, a gaucho knife, which I did months ago and am just now picking back up. This little knife right here is the custom knife I showed you guys earlier in the week. Here's a very similar style right next to it that's been sitting in my box as well for like a year. We've got a karambit, we've got another hunter here at the end, some tactical knives in there. Here's my pile of sheaths that I have started. There's about, like I said, about a dozen of them there, and I've got a little system going to hopefully get the hardest parts of it out of the way first, which is the tooling. Everything else after that, just dyeing, gluing, and stitching. That's time consuming. It's not really the hardest part, but that's what I've got for you guys today. And maybe around Tuesday or Wednesday I can start showing you progress on this huge pile of everything. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.
Hey everyone, it is August 20th, Tuesday, our Monday. Going to show you what's going on today. As you can tell, Russell is back. So glad he's back. Amped. Whenever we get a break, we always come back with a new energy, and I can just feel it off of Russell. So super excited to have him back and get things cracking and going. Gonna start out with the chef's knife. I know I've got some progress on it. I'm gonna be getting it down to some final grind lines, ready for heat treat and stamped hopefully by today. And then I need to get some work done on this hidden tang. I want to kind of surprise you of what this handle is going to be. All I'll say is it's from a very popular movie with Brad Pitt. You can do your research if you're going to take a look at that, but otherwise I will show you as the progress comes on. Other than that, everyone, that's what I got going on this week. So as progress goes on, hopefully you'll have more updates. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye. Hey everyone, it is August 21st, Wednesday, our Tuesday. Gonna show you what's all going on with me today. Got the chef's knife to heat treat. Really happy with where this is coming out. Russell helped me with some tips on getting my first chef's knife up to heat treat. Got it stamped for the customer. They wanted their initials. Everything about this right now is just coming out great. I'm loving where it's at, so hopefully get that heat treated soon so we can finish that up, and then I will be working on this guy. So I'll be bringing this down a little bit more. Hopefully he'll look different tomorrow, and by tomorrow I'd like to at least be working on getting the handle fitted. This will be a hidden tang, and this will be the handle. So this is going to be a little bit of a daunting task, but with everybody's help here at the shop, I should be able to manage it and get it taken care of. Other than that, everyone, that's what I've got going on today. I will give you more progress mañana. Bye, everyone. Hey, everyone, it is August 22nd, Thursday, our Wednesday. Gonna give you progress on what's going on. Don't know if Can't really remember exactly the progress, but basically now I've got to start fitting this to a handle. I'm going to be bringing it down just a little bit more. Now that I've gotten everything down to like a good final shape, I'll be trying my best to fit this to the handle pre-heat treat, so that way we don't have to do a lot of the work after it's already hardened. Other than that, that's going to be my main focus today, and whatever else comes in, I will definitely attain to. Should have some more progress for you guys tomorrow, so later. Hey everyone, it's Friday, August 23rd, our Thursday. I'm going to show you the progress and what's going on for today. But I've got my Bowie. We're taped up now because we're pretty, I don't want to mess with anything. It's actually down to a very nice tiny edge. I got this fitted up. Basically chopped off a little bit, got it nice and fitted up, so we're in there. Really excited and happy about where this has been going. What I'll end up doing this week is actually getting it, actually tomorrow I'll get it drilled. We got a cool little thing we're gonna try. Russell came across some antler that we had, some leftover antler. We're gonna try and make a pin. Basically the customer that got this custom did not want a metallic pin, copper, brass, or nickel silver that we use. So they wanted to use a leather wrap to hide that, and because this is a nice piece of an antler, I'd like to use it and expose it. So what we're gonna try and do is take a piece of dense antler, turn it down to a 1/4 inch pin, maybe a little bit under, drill it for a 1/4 inch pin and use that as the pin and try and hide it so that way you really can't see it. We'll try a couple of tricks we know of and get it taken care of, but right now this is on pause until I get that pin from Steven tomorrow. I should heat treat this and my chef's knife that I have, get those taken care of and get some good progress done on those. Other than that, done some designing today, and I'm going to be cutting out a few knives. So one thing a lot of people ask me is what do I mainly do, but I do a lot of cleavers. So I've got a couple slicers I've been working on, but I want to get some cleavers cut out, so I have 2 templates here. This is also a custom. I've also got a custom here for a boning slash fillet knife that we have, and then here I've got my steak knife template. So I'm going to be making about 10 of these steak knives and a couple of sets out of those, but designed these guys, going to get these cut out in some steel today, and should be having some new knives hopefully for stock. Butcher's Ball's coming up, the last part of the year where the holidays come up, and we're going to try and get a lot of stuff in the showroom for people to see and buy. So I'll show you more progress tomorrow, everyone. I kind of made this one a long one today, but other than that, I will see you then. Bye guys. Hey everyone, it is Saturday, August 24th, our Friday. Gonna show you my progress, well, tell you about my progress. Both of the 2 knives I was working on this week that I showed you yesterday are in the oven or cooling down from heat treat right now. So they're done with being worked on for today. As soon as I get in, I might come in on Monday and get some work done behind the scenes and work on those, getting them closer to being finished. But they're cooling down from heat treating. I need to temper them, and then I can go ahead and go forward with that. I have a quick, we couldn't call it a refurb, but a little modification on a Spyderco Endura. So I already did the preliminary modification, which this Endura had just a slight curve right here towards the tip. I have now straightened that out. You can tell where I kind of ground on it right there. Basically gave it a nice flat spine that made that tip a little bit more dangerous, and then I'll be putting in a swedge down here going all the way to the spine, not too far from the blade, not too far up the spine, but right about here, taking it down. Shouldn't take me too long, as long as everything goes smooth, fingers crossed. And then I got started on my newest batch that I'll be doing. So this is the biggest batch I've done. I've got a good amount of steak knives in here, but I'm going to stand up and show you guys. So right here, without everything being so messy, is basically the batch I've got going on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cleavers. I've got a boning knife. A boning knife and a cleaver are both at customs, while the rest of these are for stock. And then we have 10 steak knives that I've come up with a design that I'll be doing. So hopefully get some good sets out of those steak knives with some cool woods or some cool handles on there. and then work on the rest of these cleavers because I really want to get those ready for Butcher's Ball come October. Other than that, guys, that's what I've got going on today. I'll see you next week like always, and have a good weekend, everyone.